Hey everyone, I'm Cody Keeling. Welcome to the show. I'm just going to wait a minute for everyone to kind of pop in because I know that I screwed up the scheduling. So I apologize to everyone. It was definitely my fault. We had tried everyone just in different time zones. And so we're just trying to figure out the time zoning issue because some people it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Some people it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Some people it's 2 o'clock in the evening. So we're just trying to find times that work for everyone. Today we got to have a great show in store. We're having Doxxing coming from Marcus and Islam. I'm going to screw that name up probably a bunch, so I apologize. But we're going to go with the show, and then hopefully everyone will come in, and we'll just kind of get to it. I'm going to wait just for a few minutes for everyone to kind of jump in. And if you guys got anything for the chats, let's see if I can answer any questions for anyone. We'll answer whatever questions I can. It doesn't look like we have very many people in here right now, so just give it a few minutes, and then we'll go from there. How's everyone's day going? I see, okay, there's a few people popping in. Let's see it on the chats. Make sure my audio sounds good. You guys can all see me. I like to make sure that that's a go in the beginning. And let's get you guys in the chats and let's see what everyone's up to. So just write something in the chats, you guys. And if you guys have any questions about Klee or what's going on, I'll try to fill you in the best that I can. But we do have the best in the business right now, Marcus and Islam, that will definitely keep us in the loop and will let us know what is going on and will give us all the updates that we wish and we desire. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yesterday, if you're in the US, so happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know it's Black Friday shopping day, so everyone's been probably shopping like crazy. Thank you, Richard, for stopping in. Really appreciate you, man. If there's anyone else out there, throw something in the chats. We just want to make sure there's a few people in here, and we'll start it. I'm gonna keep screwing it up. I'm gonna have to wait till he gets on here and corrects me. I'm butchering these names. I'm just a dumb redneck cowboy from Texas. Nice hat, Fort Worth here. Let's go, Craig. Absolutely. Love Texas. I live close to Fort Worth as well. Good afternoon. When is the game released? Will it be available for low holders? Not a trillion to play. All those I'm going to leave all those questions. I should have rephrased myself. All those questions I'm going to leave to Marcus, and I'm going to wait till he comes on. I'm going to screw it up because those are things that we're going to talk about. So if you just hang on a little bit, we'll get to it, and appreciate everyone being in here. I know that the show wasn't scheduled. The show was scheduled for 2 o'clock because I screwed it up, you guys. So I apologize. Everyone's in different time zones. Is a link draw for TG? We will get to that. Roger, is there Roger in here? Oh, got it, Roger. Perfect. Craig. All right, so there's some people showing up, so you guys would show some love for the Klee Develop team. Just keep writing in the comments and we will get to it. And I'm gonna get these guys in here. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna say is first, and then when he comes on, he'll correct me, obviously, you guys. But let's give a warm welcome to Issam for, I'm sorry, man, I'm butchering his name. I'm just gonna have him come in. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hey guys.
I'm so sorry. How do you pronounce it now?
It's Issam.
Issam.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to apologize now because if I get it wrong, don't hold it against me. I'm just a dumb redneck from Texas. So,
what's up, everyone?
Guys, this is one of the Klee developers. We also have Marcus in here. So when Marcus gives me the thumbs up, I'll bring him in, and we'll go from there. Marcus, are you ready? All right, and this is another dev from Klee, which is Marcus. Marcus, welcome.
Hi to all. How are you all?
First and foremost, I want to tell you guys both, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to coming on the show and giving an update for the Klee Army and for everything going on with Klee and all the hard work you're putting into it. I have said this many times and I'll say it again. I don't feel like you guys get the respect that you deserve for how hard you work. So I certainly appreciate it and want to thank you guys. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people here that will back that. But just so you guys know, I really appreciate the time. And just so everyone knows in here, I did screw up the time zone stuff. It won't happen again. Like Marcus was saying, it's like 5 in the morning for him. And Issam is I don't even know what time it is there for him. 8 p.m. So everyone, round of applause for these two. They are the devs. So I just want to start off you guys with this. I want to go to Issam first and just say, what is your job with Klee, and how did you get involved into Klee?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm really excited. So yeah, my name is Issam. I'm 24 years old. I'm from the Netherlands, and I am the head of creative at Klee. And basically, how I got into the project is I started as an investor. So yeah, it was dog season. It was back in April, I think, and I was looking for my first meme token. So at the time, I heard of Klee and I decided to invest. I became a community member. At that time, there was a different team than today, and yeah, I was doing a lot of shilling and everything. I made media and all that, and it got noticed by the team, and they asked me if I wanted to be a CM. So that's what I did, and basically at a certain point, the project, there wasn't much of development. The team basically wasn't doing much on the project, so we restructured. We started making a new team, and I basically became part of that. I'm the head of creative, and what I'm doing is basically managing the creative stuff within the project, like all those designs, managing now the new website redesign that's coming up. But not only the creative stuff, I also manage like exchange listings. I'm talking with many exchanges, hosting like trading competitions, meme contests, AMAs, all of that. And I'm also managing the social media. So that's basically all I'm doing. Yeah.
All you're doing. That sounds like a mouthful and a load. And so I don't even know how you guys have time for this stuff. And it's absolutely crazy to be an investor myself, and then to see, the development team coming in here, and anyone that's new, that's first time here. I know I say this a lot and it's like robotic, but please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share. Let's share this to everyone we can, we can get this out there for the Klee Army, because these are the devs. These are the people behind the token that believe in it so much that they are showing you, hey, this is who we are. They're forthcoming with all the information. They want you guys to be up to speed, because they know how it feels to be a new investor. And when you ask someone to invest into something, they want to show you guys, hey, this is real. This is something that we're working on, which is very rare in the crypto space, which is why there's a lot of scams. And I've told everyone before in lots of my other videos, if you've looked at my other videos, is the reason why there are scams is because we, as the investors, the retail investors, have not made a solution for them to have to dox themselves, to have to, come up with good white papers, things that have validity and have, a constant audit, basically, to making sure that it's legit. And as investors, there's nothing wrong with that. And so for these guys to come up here and, it says a lot about what Klee has in store and what Klee is doing and how Klee kind of came to tuition. So with that, knowing that wildly excites me for the potential. And this is something that I look into coins that I will never invest into another coin that I do not have people, like Marcus or Issam, that, hey, this is what we believe in, because that's what it should be. They should be passionate. They should want to do it, and they should want to be forthcoming, which is what they are. And I respect you guys for that. And so Marcus, just tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do for Klee, and how did it come up to tuition for you?
Yeah, that's all. I was just going to back you on that. Like, it's very important in the crypto space that there is somewhat regulation coming into the future that developers of tokens can get, the KYC that they need to, that the holders need to be able to know that their money is just not going to get stolen from underneath them. So myself, I'm Marcus from Sydney in Australia. 30 years old. I don't think I've mentioned my age before, although I might look a bit older than that. Yeah, so I'm the project manager of Klee token. I've been doing this for about 7 months now myself. Well, maybe 7 months. It doesn't seem that long, but yeah, I'll answer. I'll keep that one highlighted because I'll answer it as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll just letting them know. Lee will get to this question because I think this is a great question.
Yeah, I've got some updates with that, so that's all good. Yeah, I've been with the token. Started out as a content community moderator. Content creator as well. I was helping out Issam. We both had the same vision that we wanted to really push Klee where it needed to go. Back in meme dog season, it was pretty rapid. And yeah, I like to do this. When anyone asks me what I do stuff, which is exactly what Adir says. I'm always pretty busy, so yeah, it's hard to explain everything that's going on, but yeah, the main idea of Klee Run came out of my mind, provided it to the developer at the time, and yeah, he obviously enjoyed what he heard and ran with it. So now we are completely in the dev team and have taken over the whole contract and the whole token. So speaking around in the community, this is something that's happening a lot now. I can't recall this happening when we were doing it. But a lot of tokens that have rugged and honeypotted people, they're actually getting taken over by community members because people did lose so much money in there. And it's pretty awesome to know that that is something that's happening in the space now, is that people are just taking over the complete token, getting the rights and pushing it to where it needs to be so people didn't lose out. Now, to answer the first question of my day, it is 6 a.m. now, so I've well and truly woken up. So from Lee, how's the iOS game app coming along? What is the process like so far? Does it have an estimated release date? And we appreciate you for listening to our transparency as well. Look, we basically, to begin with, we've identified that the mobile version, which was actually made as a quick overview of like to allow our Apple holders to be able to play the game, that works all the way up until iOS 15. So that is the in-browser game where you can play as long as you hold 500 billion tokens. And now we're seeing that a lot of people in the community are saying it's not working. It's actually getting stuck. On the loading screen, I just have a blank screen in front of me. So unfortunately, Apple actually didn't support or killed the support for in-browser based games for mobile devices. I can't confirm the exact code that's there, but that's pretty much why we can't have that happening anymore. So what I've done, I've actually spoken to our game development team, who are about 90% complete with the Android package at the moment. And I told them, that's great. Once you've finished with that, straight onto the iOS, please, because we do need to submit something to the Apple Store, and it will be coming. I don't have any ETAs. It could take 3 months, 4 months. But that's something that once the game is developed, it will be launched straight to the store. I won't waste a minute once it's ready. It will be out in the open there. And like I touched base just before, 500 billion tokens is what's required to play Klee Run. It was 1.5 trillion back when we were such a low market cap. We are still a micro cap at the moment, so we're not as big as we're going to be. So it's a great time to invest if you are looking into invest in the project. Obviously, do your own research, listen to these clips, and check out our white paper, because I'm not persuading anybody to buy something that I'm saying to buy. But I do want that to be known that we will look at that, and once we have the new game developed completely out there, once the play to earn mechanism is there, the grading scale of how the mechanism will allow people to actually play will be amended, and it won't actually look at your billions and billions worth of Klee that you hold. It will actually look at it from a dollar value. So it will do a conversion in the background and actually allow you access if you hold between $50 and $100, for example. Yeah, so that's an upcoming thing that we haven't really touched on too much.
And so just a question for me is, and this is just something I think new investors would ask, once Klee gets going, and obviously once we start going up and then 500 billion becomes hard to attain, will we lower the amount so people can play at a lower amount to buy in?
For
Yeah,
sure.
and that's what I was touching base with there as well. That won't be done anymore. Like, it will actually do it on a dollar value in the background. So it won't say, does Cody hold 500 billion tokens? It will say, does Cody hold $50 worth of Klee?
Yep.
Yeah.
You get what you're saying. Well, that's awesome. A couple things I want to say to everyone. Crypto Deb is in the house. Love you, Crypto Deb. She's awesome. She's been on my show a few times, and she's always a good time. And Donald, thanks for stopping in. He's always fun to have. He's been with me since basically day one. So Donald, thank you for being there. And he made an NFT of me and like did like this horse thing. I don't know if you guys saw that with my horse, that when I had to go out to my barn and my horse was going crazy. I don't even know why, but it was a fun time. And just want to say thanks for everyone for stopping by. We have some exciting news though. Something that I don't think Marcus and Issam know is I have a guest coming, and it is Mr. Diamond Hands. So make sure you like this clip, because I will not bring him on until we have a few more likes and a few more shares. Let's get it up, you guys, and then I'm going to bring Mr. Diamond Hands on. But something I wanted to show to everyone, which I think is very important for a cryptocurrency, is you see these are our devs. This is what we have when we talk about Klee. Before we had, people's faces weren't there, people weren't sure. These things take time, everyone. They take time. There's legal issues. There's things that we don't know happen behind scenes. And, we don't know all the details coming up to it, and we don't need to know what it is. But what I'm saying is, these is what we have. We have a Deer, which general manager is head of creative, project managers Marcus, community managers Paul. So this is our team with our devs, and just like Marcus was saying, hey, let's look at the white paper. Well, guess what? I can look at the white paper, so he told me to look at it. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it for a second, and let's just kind of look at a few things that I think are important, which is what we do. What is it that Klee does? That's something that we all need to know. So when you think of Klee, this is what is it that Klee does? It says we have developed a special game uniquely identified as Klee Run, which is an addictive cross-platform game that is playable on PC, Mac with mobile support coming in September 2021. It's already here. The aim of the game is simply concept and playable by all ages. Navigate your Klee dog through the obstacles, earn tokens while gaming. The game is currently still in beta stages. However, the full experience will be launched soon. So we're looking for the full experience. And I think that's because a lot of people have asked, and I think it's important, is, well, what is Klee? Well, that is what Klee is. And it's very important to know what is it they're doing, what is it that we want to accomplish, and what is it that's going to happen in the future. And I've told you guys that from day one. And there's other things that we'll go through. I don't need to read all this stuff about Klee, because you guys can go through there and see that. But a couple things I want to bring up. Tokenomics. Those are huge in coins. For everyone that knows about tokenomics, it is an ERC20 token. I know a lot of people know this, but there's a lot of new investors that don't know this. So Klee is an ERC20 token launched on the Ethereum blockchain on May 11th. So the Ethereum blockchain is, a lot of the stuff we use. There's Binance and there's also Harmony, but we use Ethereum, so they are on the Ethereum blockchain. They have, I don't even know what that 100 quadrillion supply, and a 2%, which basically the reward is 2% in your wallet. So it's passive income. So just by holding the coin, you get 2% of what people sell, swap, and buy, which I think is huge for a coin, because that is going to be the future, because this is passive income. This is where if you invest early, you reap the rewards. And if you don't invest early, then you still reap the rewards, but it just takes you a little bit longer. And I think that's extremely important. Here is another thing that is extremely important, you guys. Liquidity lock. Liquidity lock is huge. That is, so when they say liquidity lock, just because people have asked me this, as I just want to go through it really quick, liquidity lock means that the company, whatever basically is in there is locked. They can't take it out, and they'll do it for your, I believe Klee's liquidity is locked for 12 months. It's locked for 12 months. So basically what that means is there's no way it can be rug. There's no way it's locked. They can't get into it. No one can get into it. which that's huge for new investors because coming in, everyone's like, oh, look at this new coin, let's buy it, it's going to go up 100x. Well, some people don't feel safe in that because they've been in projects where people promised them the moon, and just like Marcus said, is do your own research, and they don't. They believe and they trust, and then they go into this liquidity, or they don't look at liquidity, they don't look at any of the stuff that I'm showing you guys, and then they get scammed, and then they get really upset, and it puts a bad taste in the mouth for crypto. And then when they get involved in other projects, they're very careful and wary, which is good. But what we want to get away from is the initial scam in the beginning. We don't want anyone to lose money here. That is what I tell everyone. And like I said before, don't take my word for it. Don't take Marcus's. Don't take Ism's. Don't take Mr. Diamond Hands. Look at this stuff yourself, you guys. Go on there, see what it's about, because it is all here. What we're stating are facts. We're not stating anything else besides facts and what it's here. We'll get into this a little bit later, but these aren't things.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's actually more than 12 months because it's all sent to a dead address, so we can never retrieve it. It's always gone. It's always nobody has access to it.
See, just like that. Now, I mean, it's so there you go, you guys. I mean, there's no way around it, and we're not trying to sell the moon. We're just giving you guys facts because these are great projects. Because with a great project comes with what? Like I've said in every video before, is what are the things you look for? You look for, what's the dev team doing? Are they doxed? Klee is. What is it? I just went over it. They have a game, so they have utility. 2, what's their future look like? They're adding new stuff. They want new levels. We're in beta. We're coming up with a real game. There's progression. And then the 4th thing that I think is really important is how do they involve with the community? How do they make me feel as an investor? And for these guys to come on doing all the work that they're doing, and then to, on top of what they're doing, come onto these shows and to reach out to people, it's a great project. And anyone that spreads FUD or whatever, there's always going to be those people. But what we need to do in the crypto space is get rid of these scam coins, these people that just think that hey, this is the next best thing to slice bread. That's not how it works anymore. I mean, sorry to say it, and this is evolving into the new crypto space, which I think is where the Klee and some other coins are going to be the leaders of it. And but enough of me talking. I'm sure everyone's heard enough of me talking. I'm going to get Mr. Diamond Hands in here. Let's see all those diamond emojis, you guys. Let's see all those diamond emojis for Mr. Diamond Hands, and let us welcome. Let me bring it up. Yeah, there you go. Let's welcome our boy, Mr. Diamond Hands.
Oh, wow. Whole intro.
Yeah. How's it going, Mr. Diamond Hands?
What's going on, fellas? What do you mean intro? Of course you got to have an intro, man. This is legit stuff. We're legit people, right? Of course you got to have come on here. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Yeah, going good. How are you?
I'm great.
So if anyone doesn't know, me and Mr. Diamond Hands go way back. I started with him a lot, and it was a great mentor to me, so I really appreciate him. But I just want to say, Mr. Diamond Hands, is there anything that, in just the beginning of this, I know that you've been listening. Is there anything that I've missed in this beginning that you thought, or that you think, hey, we need to, maybe this is something that we need to address, or is there anything that you heard that I missed?
Absolutely. Bye, Klee. That's it. Show's over, folks. Let's go. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, you guys did well, man. You did very well. One thing that I also wanted to touch on as well, listening to the program, is that for those of you that didn't know, we're also focusing on our charitable contributions here as of late. And we actually did a pretty good fundraiser for Ronald McDonald House, raised about $131,000 for them. And let me tell you guys, I've not really told anybody this yet, but we're starting to get a lot of things running from that. There's a lot of eyes that have seen that. And there's a lot of people that want to talk to us about that. So that's something we pride ourselves on. We're trying to make a legitimate company here. We're trying to make success for our holders, but we're also trying to give back as much as we can and bless people that are less fortunate than we are. Absolutely. And, when you do things like that, you'll bring success for yourself. And we got some big conversations coming up next week. I'm actually speaking with the Ronald McDonald House and actually setting up their wallet for them so they can have access to those funds. And also talking to some other people about that as well. We'll have more on that next week. But that just goes to show you, and that was our goal, was to go outside of the crypto space and get into real world business, get into real world organizations and show them what we are. And we succeeded with that. And now a lot of doors have opened up. We're now having conversations with other crypto communities wanting to do collaborations with us. People are starting to see, well, here's how it usually goes. Well, it's a rug pull. Then they change their mind and, well, it's a slow rug. It's a slow rug. Then they change their mind to, well, maybe it's not a rug pull. Then they change their mind to, oh crap, they're legit. I need to invest. And that's kind of what we're doing here. We're trying to show people that we mean business. We're showing the masses that we have utility, we have the community, we have the dev team, we have the connections, and it's going to fall into place. The one thing that probably is the most excruciating is time. Because we all get excited. We want to have announcements come out every single day. And unfortunately, that's not how this works. And we've had these conversations with a lot of people, and we don't mind having them. But what we tell people is this is a long-term play. This is not something that's going to blow up overnight. This is not a Moonboy project. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. That's not what we are. We're a serious company, just like when you would invest in the stock market. You're investing in companies that are the real deal and that know that, it's going to take some years to make success. Now, the beautiful thing about that is you're still early. You're still early. We only have around 27,000 holders in Klee. That is perfect. Every project starts out like us. Every corporation starts out like us, right? Look at all the big ones, right? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all these big multi-billion-dollar companies. Where'd they start at, guys? Garages, houses, basements, right? That's the beautiful thing about making business. Everybody has to start out on the ground floor. But what we've been able to accomplish thus far is very, very exciting. So we're in a good place right now. Believe me when I tell you, we got some big things coming for our company. And look, I know we, non-financial advice and everything, but now's a good time for an entry point, just saying.
Absolutely. And you guys have to remember in the beginning, and I think, I've been through this enough where exactly what Mr. Diamond Hand says in the beginning, everyone just wants to point fingers as, oh, they're a rug pull. And then they change their mind. Maybe it's not a rug pull. Maybe it's a slow rug. Then, shoot, they're a legit company and they're gaining traction. And then, I knew I should have invested later on, but it's because they don't do their own research. And so the main thing is do your own research and see what is out there, and don't just go off of what someone says, because that is the worst thing you could do. And Lee asked, he said, will you demonstrate the game? And for Lee, I will demonstrate the game right now. I'll get on there and Issam, when I'm playing this game, I just want you to kind of tell us what is the most up-to-date thing you can bring us to with Klee? What is the next thing we're looking for? What is the next thing you're working on? And what should we expect in the future from you in the next few weeks?
Yeah, so guys, there is a ton of stuff coming up. December is going to be Klee month. Like that development.
Always be remembered as Klee month.
Klee month. Development of Klee run is getting heated. As Marcus already said, the Android package is like for 90% done. There are a ton of new levels coming up. There's a new website being redesigned at the moment. Like, it will have a whole different look. It will be way more professional. The current game that you're seeing right now on your screen is just version 1. That's just the beta version 1. We are adding so many cool stuff. Not even 1K, Cody. Come on. You need to
Hey, I'm trying. I told you guys I'm just a redneck from Texas. Leave me. You guys do. Hey, that wasn't my fault. You guys totally had me freaking distracted.
Hey, Colossal Gaming can do it, man. He can talk about like the encyclopedia while he plays. Come on.
No, I'm gonna play my Klee game. You guys just talk. I got my show going. You guys do yours. Oh.
So we do have new obstacles and new levels coming, which Issam touched base on, and we're trying to, I'm pretty confident you're going to see those next week.
Next week,
yeah.
And so important things for you guys to know that what they're saying right now is this is just the beta version. This is just the beginning. So I just want people to think about this for a second. Different levels, different games. What if we get a deal with, esports or, you know, I mean, the sky's the limit. I don't know if any of that's going to happen, but what I'm saying as an investor, those are the things we can bring up and say, hey, what about this? What do we do? And this is, I'm trying to play at the same time and talking. It's not working out. This is the best I've ever done. So I'm just going to give the show to you guys. Let me finish this out.
Yeah. So we asked, we were going to basically announce the partnership that we have at the moment. But we're still waiting for important stuff to make it legally binding, because at the moment it's such a big deal and we can't risk going forward without it being a legally binding contract. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say, is that I would be, once we can make the noise, we're going to make the noise. And I know everyone's been waiting patiently, and I'll tell you now, it's going to be something that you're very happy you waited patiently for. I'm just currently going through the letter of intent, and obviously we just need to make things 100% secure for our investment as well as yours. And yeah, I'll give a little bit of a teaser, but it's a Formula E esports company. So that's what people have known in the past. Yeah,
bombs getting dropped. So another question I have for you guys, and these are the tough questions, you guys. These are the questions that we all need to be asking. And the question is, when do you guys think that this, are we trying to make this a business entity? When will that happen? If that is the case, that way we can get different exchanges and different listings.
Yeah, so that's something Adir is working on in the background. That's not something I'm involved with personally, so I can't really talk about that. But we are definitely working on bigger exchanges. As I said before, I'm talking with a few exchanges. We have something in the works. I can't say too much, obviously. We are under NDAs and everything. But our next listing will be bigger than all the others. And
I'm going to do something now, which I was just preparing during this. Issam mentioned that we've got our new website coming. And I thought, why not take a couple of screenshots and add it as a little slideshow? So let's see how we can go from this. I'm going to see how I can share this, because I'm not exactly sure. I can see the button, so I'm going to try and tap on it now. Just give me a sec. So I've got it there, Cody, at the bottom. Maybe you have to do that? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so at the moment, this is mainly showing the new design layout, and I want you to take immediate note of the ENG button at the top, which is for English, because our website is going to be translatable within the click of a button. This is very important for our growth internationally. And we're a serious project. People will know that, especially once they see this video, see this website coming on. And yeah, you can go through to the next slide if you want. I think you can run it, Cody, right? Or me?
Yeah, I can run it.
Yeah. Oops. Oh yeah, cool. I can run it as well. Sorry, just checking it out.
No, you're good. I was gonna let you talk, and then just which way you want to go with it. It's up to you.
No, that's all good. So you can see obviously the background graphics. Like we're identifying ourselves as a completely new brand in a way, which is great for ourselves and our exposure. It's exactly what we need at this point in time. Who knows? You might even see us on a new URL to get to our webpage. We've ordered. We actually own quite a large number of Klee domains now, so we'll be working out which one we're going to deploy live. And obviously, I'm just going to run you through so you can see the new style that we're going for. I'm really hoping that this video gets seen a lot, because we want people to see just how serious we are, and that this is a huge announcement in itself that's coming. So we're really looking forward to expanding. And you can tell we've also included things about partners at the bottom there, which is exactly what we need to make sure that all of you know that as well. Yeah.
And you guys, I just want to throw this out there, how this is mind-blowing stuff. And I'm sure there's some new investors here that don't realize what's going on right now, but this is huge stuff. This isn't just like a little thing. This is huge, and we're getting a sneak peek exclusively off the Cody Killing Show, but a sneak peek of the new game, of what's coming up, There's a slideshow. I mean, you can already have utility playing the old game in beta version. How much better this one looks and how much simpler and professional that's progression. That's what every business does, is they have to have an idea, then they have to refine it and they have to reevaluate, which is what they're doing. And they're doing it in a short period of time. So I just don't think people understand the gravity of that, because this is huge. This is massive, massive news. And you guys are the first ones kind of getting in on it. Because this is insane. This is nuts, and you guys should be extremely excited and happy. And thank you, Marcus, for showing us that. I mean, these are huge bombs. These are the things that we want to hear. We want to hear. Well, this is it. You got a bomb right here, and it's coming.
I might see if I can do something else as a little sneak peek as you talk. So if you want, whenever you're ready to take that one off, you can take it off. But I'm going to keep working on something. I'll see if I can throw in some little bits of level gameplay potentially.
Oh, this gets better and better. So, Issam, the next question for you is I know that there's so much stuff going on, like you were saying, the stuff that you have going on in the future with you and your part of Klee, with what's going on right now, how has it been? Just, I want to kind of go through how your day's been. What's your day like? Is it super busy? I mean, just kind of give these people a little bit of a taste of what a day is like for you, because I think that gives a little bit of perspective too.
Yeah. So basically, when I start my day, I go into our team chats, and we tell each other good morning team. Thing is, our team is like global. We have people from all different countries. We have the Netherlands, Canada, the United States, Lithuania, Australia. So everyone is working in different time zones. So when I wake up, Marcus is going to sleep, and he's leaving me an overview of what's been done during his day, and I can catch up on that. So we are working 24/7. It keeps on going. Like, crypto never stops, and it's a very demanding job. But I'm really passionate about it, and I really enjoy doing it, and that's what fuels me to keep going. And you should see my Telegram folder, man. I
don't want to. So
that's a good choice, Cody. It's definitely next level stuff.
Hey, above my pay grade, I'm okay with where I'm at. But for everyone out there, another kind of thing that I think is very important, and Issam, I want you to kind of give me your thoughts on this. But I think the best way of marketing is the person themselves. If you bring 5 people in, or you tell your family, my whole family is in Klee, we're all, it's not just, this is, you guys are the pioneers, you guys are the ones here. And I love that I see people in these chats and wanting to talk and looking at this stuff, because that means you're doing your own research. You're trying to find out, where can I get this information from? That's perfect. But that's where telling a friend, hey, don't go buy this, but hey, have you heard of this? You should check it out. I mean, that's all you have to do. And then that's up to that person at that point. But, it doesn't mean that you have to, you need to buy this. And I think that's where people go wrong. No, I mean, and it's okay to hold more than one token, but hey, have you seen this? Go take a look at it, see what these guys are doing, because I'm not scared of it. Everyone that's been in my chats know that you can say whatever you want to me, and I will not shy away from it, because these are facts. They're things that I can show you, that I'm telling you. So when I'm on the screen talking to you, I'm not just, hey, this is what I'm saying, believe me. I'm showing it to you and saying, this is what it is. That is what you guys need to look for, and look what you can do. And then take that and show that. If that's sharing this video, if that's telling a friend, if that's telling your mom and dad, I mean, whatever. But if we do that, the spider web effect is crazy. And that's how you get a project that's successful. And that's why I say community is important, because the last thing I say is, how do the devs contact, or how do they interact with the community? Because you need the community. You need the people out there, the soldiers out there every day doing their part in order to have a successful project. And Mr. Diamond Hands.
Yes.
Give us your thoughts on that, my friend. Hey, you know what? How has your day been? Happy Thanksgiving to everyone too, by the way. But how is your day going before you answer that?
Oh, it's going fantastic. It's going good. Came over to my parents' house with the children, relaxing in the study here, listening to the Cody Keeling show, having the dead theme of Klee Kai on YouTube. Can't beat that. I think
No.
that.
I've got a.
You said
I was gonna just. I've got heaps of. I got some of those clips that I was talking about just before.
Alrighty,
So-
we're gonna add them right now.
Is it still the same or?
Oops. Yep, it's still the same.
All right. Let me update it. I'll see if it can get saved.
Okay. Let's go ahead, Mr. Diamond. And by the way, tell your family I said hello. I think if anyone that hasn't, make sure you go follow, Sis Diamond Hands, Sis, Daddy Diamond Hands. These are all great people, and I think that Mr. Diamond Hands' sister, which is she's doxed herself. She's out there. She's doing a great job. I see her a lot in these Telegram stuff. She's doing her part. I think that she's fabulous. So if you have any questions or a chance, obviously contact any one of us. But there's other people too. You have Sis Diamond Hands, Daddy, Mr. Daddy Diamond Hands, which is right here. He's asked these people too because they're involved as well, and I think that they're great.
Yeah, people thought it was just me. Honestly, I think that's still funny. They thought I was making all these accounts and posing as different entities, and I'm like, no, that's really my family. That's my dad. That's my mom. That's my sister, and they've kind of snuck into this crypto space with me. So can't get rid of them. They're here to stay. But
you can do that. I wish I would have known that a long time ago.
Yeah.
If you could get rid of them.
Apparently you can.
I was just saying for my family, there's a couple people I wouldn't mind. I didn't know I could get rid of you. Sorry.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad to have them in the space with me. It's good to have a family affair, supporting you in your ventures and in your company. And, that's the first thing that we say to everybody is I personally don't attach my name to something unless I fully believe in it, fully invest in, and see that it has potential. I mean, I don't care what project it is, and my family as well. We're not going to stand behind something or put our name on it unless it's the real deal. So that's why we hopped on board with Klee, and we're trying our best to just push the message out to as many people as we can to show them that, no matter what you hold in your wallet, you can always diversify. And Klee, my personal opinion, man, it's the play. And the reason it is the play to earn, right? The play to earn. And, that's one thing we pride ourselves on here is we try our best to be transparent with everybody. We try our best to, bring as much success as we can to the holders as quickly as we can. Sometimes it gets a little slow, but even when it gets slow, we still keep the chats pumping. We still have open communication, live AMAs. Adir comes on, he does video chats with everybody. I mean, we're always in the space, no matter what. And so, Marcus is working on these little sneak peeks. Now, Marcus, you're absolutely sure we can show these, right? We're not.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I might get in a bit of trouble, but I am willing to take that risk.
Don't listen to Mr. Diamond Hands. I like it when you get into a little bit of trouble.
I'm not responsible for this decision. I'm not responsible. Disclaimer.
And I just want everyone to know when these two are having this conversation, that's when I want to be involved.
Well, like I said, hey, you know what? Just show them, man. Show the people what we got. I mean, we're here to make moves and to make waves. So, if we want to show people what we're working on, we can definitely do it because we are having new levels dropping, better graphics, better gameplay. It's more smooth, so it's definitely going to be worth everybody's while. And I think that once that drops, people will be like, well, dadgummit, I knew I should have got into this project. And then there you go. So,
I won't show too much. Unfortunately, we're not as good as Colazo, so we don't get 50,000 up in the top right. But these are just some of the new gameplay, some of the new levels that I wanted to show. I've limited myself. I don't want to show too much, but I'm really glad to be able to show them today as well. So we have a nice snow level. I'll just flick through. And then our cave level. These have been kind of seen a little bit on our Twitter of the last few weeks, which is why I'm happy to show them today as well. And there's you might just be seeing new obstacles in this level here. So,
and then you guys think about that. So let's just, because I know so many people have asked this, and I'm going to let Issam or Marcus answer this question is, and this is for the new investors out there, what does it mean when we say play to earn for the new people that are like, why is this such a big deal? Because we know what is Klee, but why is it important to play this game, which I think is important for everyone to know, and it's to play to earn. So can you guys elaborate on that?
Yeah, of course. Like most of the time for people who play games, they just pay for it. Like they pay like $50 for a game. They play it play story mode or something, and have their few hours, and they are done with it, and it's the investment is gone, right? But with play to earn is so much different. Play to earn allows you to earn money while playing the game, so you get rewarded for playing, and that is going to be something really, really insane. Like, just imagine in developing countries, like where people earn a few bucks each week, and they don't have, like much of stability in the finances and everything. They have a family to take care of, and just imagine them being able to play a game, earning money, and the money may not be seen as much to some, like in developing countries, but imagine for those in developing countries, it can have a huge impact on their lives. And it's just something I'm really looking forward to see that happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I was just going to expand a little bit on the game itself. So we've actually listened to the holders of the community, and we've included a test, 3 test levels. So if your kids just want to jump on and have a bit of a play, they'll be able to.
Nice.
And it's also, the speed's limited in those, so it's obviously that they can get as far as they can within the test levels before going forward over to the new stuff. And there's also a new soundtrack. Some people have heard it. I'm not sure if my audio comes through when I was pulling up those screenshots, but one of our holders, his name's AON, so Aeon. Shout out to you, man, because you made a killer track, and we're all really appreciative of what you mixed up, and we're looking forward to getting more to throw in the game. So that's another part of that a lot of people will be happy to hear, is a different track.
And we have a question coming from his name's Mr. Devil. It says, anything coming or upcoming for Metaverse? I'm assuming he's asking if we're trying to get with Metaverse or with Facebook or whatever they're called.
The Metaverse is the next upcoming thing. Play to Earn's been around for about 3-4 months. There's been a lot of speculation there, and it was part of the scene for quite some time. And now we're seeing that the Metaverse is the next big thing. So yes, of course, we're going to be taking ourselves straight into that. As soon as we've developed this and the play to earn mechanism's done, that's our next aim, is that we'll be expanding through to the Metaverse as well. I do want to highlight any of Lee Sayan's posts for right now, because I've just taken notice of his display picture. Man, I want to congratulate Shiba Inu, 1 million holders. So that's a massive achievement, and they should be, so impressed by that. They've done really well. I'm pro altcoins, so I mean, I've got a bag of Shiba as well myself. So really glad to see it doing well.
See, and that's the thing that I love about this project the most is you guys, and this is something that's important to think about is, I mean, this is the dev of another token that's congratulating another token that's saying, hey, good job. I know how hard it is to get there. We're going to get there, but congratulations. Any other coin, I feel like would be like, nah, don't, screw investing into anything else, just invest into us. This is the mindset that we need to be in, which is it's okay to have more than one token, have whatever you want. The charts are always going to go up and down. That's just life. This is not as a good friend of mine would say, is this is not life. This is a flat line. That is death. This is life. There's always going to be ups and downs of stuff, you guys. But the fact of having that mindset of do your own research and here are the facts and this is what we have to offer, I think that is the way to go. And I think that is what true transparency is and looks like. Yeah. And that is what I'm excited for, because there is not another token that is like that. So this is why I'm excited. And Lee, thank you for all the great comments and giving us stuff to talk about. Someone said, Craig says, don't forget the merch. I'm going to talk to Adir shortly and see if he'll let me sell. I have to make sure that Adir will let me do that. If that's the case, I'm going to be making sweatshirts, hats, and shirts if Adir will let me. But they already have some Klee merch that we can certainly get. Oh, you guys already have stuff.
Yeah, and actually, our first shipment should be in pretty soon. So I'm just waiting for the shipment to come in, and then we'll open up the website, probably in line with our new website as well. And people will will be able to purchase via the online store. So we'll ship it right to your door.
Another question
says Twitter Klee merch.
Yeah,
there's a specific Twitter account
on the Twitter account.
Yeah, it shows sneak peeks of the upcoming merch. So if you're curious, go to that account and give it a follow and see what we have posted there.
CloudWiz says tournaments plan to be taking place with Klee Run and Klee Run Alpha drops.
I was talking to Issam just before this call, and we both agreed that we are going to collaborate with Colazo Gaming and actually do a pre-launch night. So Colazo will be doing a bit of a launch for the new gameplay once it's ready. So thanks, Lewis, for wanting to do that as well. Yeah, really happy to be able to do that. And tournaments in place, that will definitely be a thing. Yeah.
And I know you guys aren't going to want to hear this, but like I said, I don't shy away from questions, and I think people say things and I need to address it. This is something that I certainly need to address. Epson says, get Mr. Diamond Hands out of here. Listen, no one needs to shame him or say, hey, screw you. Everyone's welcome to their own opinion. But something I want you guys to think about is I trust Mr. Diamond Hands more than anything. I have my full confidence in him. He's a good friend of mine. I talk to him all the time. He is a great person. And when it comes down to decisions that you have to make, this is life. So if you were in the same position he was, 100 times out of 10 or 100 times out of 100, you would have done exactly the same thing. He is not a pumper and dumper. He is a great person. And I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but had freaking death threats coming to him from different coins and telling him basically what to do. And he said, no, I'm going to be for the people, and did this for you guys. And is such a man about it. Doesn't tell anyone and just takes his lumps for it, which I respect him dearly for. So anyone that thinks that is certainly not the case and is not going to be talked about from anything for me, but is important to know and nothing to be shamed about and nothing to be upset about. Is this is just facts and this is exactly what happened. And so now you're informed and you make your own decision on it. And if you don't like it, then maybe this project isn't for you. I totally understand, and there'll be no hard feelings. And I wish you success in the future, and I appreciate your question.
I want to, can I say something as well? Like, I know that I can say anything I want as well, but
yeah, go ahead.
When I think about, crypto in the space, right? Like, there's people that will pump and dump a token. And what that means to me is that they'll put in 50 ETH, and as soon as it jumps, they'll take out 50 ETH. That's a pump and dump, like straight out. And people need to understand as well that when someone buys a token and they get it whenever at a good price, at a bad price, but if they hold it for an X amount of months, there is a time that they're going to want to say, I'm happy with my investment and now it's time to sell out. Yes. And it's the same with Klee. I mean, there's holders now that are selling, and our prices been getting suppressed for the last 3 or 4 months, right? And that's because someone is happy to take out, but we aren't there to blame them and to bash them, and to make it a problem that they had sold our token. If you're wanting to leave, you leave. Like, no one is saying that you need to stay. Yes, we want you to stay, and we'd love for you to be completely invested in our project throughout. See us ride the red days, see us ride the green days. But at the end of the day, no one has that, no one has that commitment that they need to stay, even if they don't want to. So I want that to be known that there's been people that are friends with me, and on other tokens that I've invested in and they've invested at the same time. And they haven't wanted to continue through because they don't see the future of that project. And they've sold, but they don't get blamed for selling. I don't blame them for selling things either. So I do want that to be known that if people sell for a certain amount of time, hold for a certain amount of time, there is going to be days that they're going to want to sell. And generally, so people don't affect or impact the price too much of a project, they would normally sell on the way up and make sure that it can recover before they sell again. And I feel like I've seen that happen in many, even in Klee, people are doing that for us. Like, they're selling, 10 Ethereum a day rather than selling 100 Ethereum their whole bag in one go, which would impact the price a lot. So they're actually looking out for the project and only selling X amount per day to make sure that it recovers before I take out my next investment. And that's what people need to understand as well. There's a good way to take out and there's a bad way to take out. And I always see, I have a look around and I've seen only respectful, respectful withdrawals happening. So
yeah, and just want to point this out too. Just want to point this out there for everyone, person that has that opinion. There's 10 other ones that don't have that opinion. So it's just making sure you do your own research, you guys, because that one person could say something you could think, oh, what's this? So make sure you guys know the truth, because everything can get construed. Another question from Mr. Devil says, just another question. Is there any plans of getting collabs with Sony, PS, and Xbox as P2E or PlayStation 2 with will get crazy out in the future? Bye, you guys are the real deal. Cheers. Is there anything? Yeah. Go ahead, Issam.
So P2A is abbreviation for play to earn. At the moment, we are looking. We are focused on delivering our. It's a cross-platform game, right? As written in our white paper. So at the moment, we are focused on delivering the browser version and the mobile versions. Those are having our full focus at the moment, because it takes a lot of time, a lot of work, many hours. And once we have delivered like our vision that we have in our heads to those platforms, we can certainly look to for other platforms to expand to. And console gaming is something really interesting. Yeah.
And then Issam, your next question is, what's the next major exchange to list Klee?
Yeah, I obviously can't say anything about that. We are under NDAs, and but there's something coming up. So you just have to stay patient, and we are working on it.
Absolutely, that's great. And
I've just got word as well from our dev team, because I'm obviously talking to them at the same time as talking to you guys. So we're actually having our website migrated at the moment, so to a new server. And that's the Klee.finance domain. It's actually currently down at the moment. So we'll have that back up as soon as we can.
Another thing I want to show you guys on my screen really quick with Klee is the roadmap. I think this is important too, to know where our project's been, where it's going. Is there's phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're in phase 3, very closely to phase 4, which is the website redesign, all this great stuff you can read. But what's coming up in the future is what I'm looking at for potential. And phase 4 is they want 20,000 members of Telegram, official NFT store. So people are asking that. What about NFTs? Well, it's definitely on the radar and it's coming in the future. Hotdisk, KuCoin, CoinSpot exchanges, they're working on exchanges. Is like Islam said, there's some things that they can't say yet because it's got to go to lawyers, got to get talked about, litigated, make sure everything works out. Because if they go say something and then, they say, well, we want this price, and then it doesn't happen, then you just get a bunch of pissed off people. The Klee game, and this is the one thing I think is very important, is charity, fundraising, and donations. And I think, like Mr. Diamond says, is we're fortunate enough to be in this space and to be here. Is we need to try to help out as many people as we can. And I love that's what they're doing, and because that's certain things that I believe in that they're doing, and I think that's great. And then one other thing I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to Coin, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Coin market cap.
While you're doing that, I was just going to answer another question, because there's one from Hem, about the contract and paperwork with esports. So just to touch base, early on in this YouTube session, I did mention that. It's a Formula E esports company. We're still negotiating the letter of intent, and there's just a little bit more that I need to make sure that it is legally binding before we can commit and agree. And that's where I was going to say, just touch base with you.
Perfect. And that's great. Thank you for answering that question. And you guys, this is what we're trading at right now in the 4s, which is a huge discount. I think of discounts when stuff is this low. And I look at the market cap. I've showed you guys before, our fully diluted market cap is 40 million. And with everything we got going on, easily this is nothing. This is just the start. This is the beginning of something great. They've taken over the coin. They have all these things coming up. This is nothing. Just wait until this number goes crazy, because what happens is I look at a lot of coins and I think, okay, well, what's their market cap? What's their utility? And what can they be? So if we look at their fully diluted market cap, it's really low. Okay, so it's really low. I think it's very undervalued. And once people start learning about what's going on, then it's just gonna, it's gonna gain traction. But this is what I'm talking about, is looking, how do you find these good coins? How do you find this? Look at the potential here. 40 million is really not that much, and the potential for a coin that could 500 to $1 billion market cap easily, I think.
There are tokens, Cody, out there that they pulled a $700 million market cap without even having utility, just saying that they're going to do this and that.
Exactly.
And that didn't end well for them. Unfortunately, a lot of the investors found out the hard way that there's no transparency with those kind of people. I'd like to just give a shout out to Elliot, because he's one of our moderators, as well as Klee's, and obviously all of the other moderators are doing a great job, Discord and Telegram. And we really appreciate you all for everything you do, as well as the holders. Everyone, should be congratulated there. 27,000 holders, people, 50,000 is just around the corner, and we'll get there.
Absolutely. And you guys, please go hit that like and subscribe button right now. Share this video. Let's get this stuff out there. Let's get those likes up. Let's get this video out to everyone. We got 42 people in here right now. Let's keep it going. Let's get these likes out here so that everyone can see this. Mr. Diamond Hands, you there?
Absolutely. I've not gone anywhere.
Oh, I know you haven't. So we are an hour into the show, and these guys are super busy. I just want to tell everyone thank you so much for being here. But I'm going to kind of wrap up the show here. If there's any last-minute questions, let's throw them in there. This has been absolutely amazing, mind-blowing stuff, some stuff that I didn't even foresee happening. So I appreciate all of it. But I just kind of go around for Issam and Marcus, is just kind of your last thoughts. I want to know, basically, we've already had so many bombshells. Is just what's kind of coming up next in your guys' thing, is what's the next thing we should look for, and anything that you guys want to say to the holders at the end. And I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll just kind of wrap up the show that way.
Yeah, I really appreciate having you here as well. Cody, it's been a great honor to be on your channel.
Thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank you for having us. As an end note, December is going to be very special for the Klee project. Obviously, we have our roadmap that we are following, but we are always working on, coming in contact with real life parties to get the word out there to the real world, because that's where the new holders are. You can only do so much in the current space, and you need to expand as much as possible to get more crypto adoption out there. And with the partnerships we are working on, that Marcus briefly mentioned, I think we can make a great head start into that, and we will continue doing that. And so December is going to be great, guys. The holiday season will be great for Klee.
Absolutely. Mr. Diamond Hands, you got anything?
Sure, man. I just want to thank everybody for coming in and giving us your attention today. The people that did watch this and wanted to tune in, we appreciate your attention. We appreciate your support. To the 27,000 holders of Klee, you guys are rock stars. Thank you for holding with us. Thank you for believing in us. And just like Issam said, man, December is going to be a big month for our company. We're working on a lot of things behind closed doors, our new gameplay levels, new website, exchanges, partnerships, philanthropy. I mean, I could go on and on, man. And, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is show transparency. We're trying to show people in the space that there are legitimate companies out here that still stand, even though it seems like in the last little bit, all that we've been seeing is a bunch of rug pullers, scammers, people whose sole job is to get your money and then exit. And that's not what we do here. We're trying to show people that there are people in this space that want to build something special, that have utility, that have a good community, that have a vision and a future. And that's what we are. That's what Klee is. And for anybody that doesn't agree with that, or those people that like to say things thinking that they're going to get a rise out of us or have us get upset or get us, talking back, you're wasting your breath, brother. You really are. Everything you say, if it's FUD, bless your hearts, is all I can tell you where I'm from in the South. You're wasting your time because you're not going to stop us. We will not be stopped over here. We're going to keep going. And for the people that are saying these things now, don't worry. We'll let you FOMO in later on. I love you guys. We're going to keep on pushing. 3, 2, the Mr. Diamond Hands. I'm out.
Absolutely. And for everyone that's tuned into my show, I just want to thank everyone that's come shown me support. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I'm just an average guy, just an average investor like you that asks the same questions that I wish I had someone that I could look to for that information. And so that's what I'm trying to be. And I just want everyone to know how much I really appreciate you guys. All the comments you guys leave me, all the questions, all the support I get on Twitter and on YouTube, it means the world to me. It really does. And I do not take that lightly. And I will do the best job I can, absolutely, for you guys. And Mr. Diamond Hands and Marcus and Issam, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute honor and a privilege to have you guys and to ask you guys these questions. It's very rare to have. So thank you guys so much. And I look forward to doing it again. And you guys, for everyone that's in the community, our Klee community, we have Marcus, Issam, Mr. Diamond Hands, Adir, and Paul. These are all great, great, great people. And I've had so much fun, and I cannot wait until the next one. And thanks everyone again for tuning in. If you haven't, go like and subscribe and share. Let's get this video out there and let's show. And you guys hit me up on Twitter as well. I love that. And there is a bright future for Klee. And just like Issam said, December is going to be a great month. And I definitely can't wait. And I know there's a lot of people that feel the same way. So everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for watching the stream. I love all of you. I'll see you guys before, but I'm glad everyone had a happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you guys soon. And I'm Cody Keeling, and I'm out.